this is the iPhone 13 and this is the iPhone 11 Pro. Okay, so my video today, I'm going to be comparing both of them and telling you which one I should go for this year. Yes, you know that the iPhone 16 is out right now and there are a lot of amazing features coming out. So is any of these phones still what you're getting? And let's say you're contemplating which one should you go for in terms of everything, the camera and all. Is it the 11 Pro or should you go for the 13? Then watch this video to the very end to get the full information. Okay, so now this iPhone 13 was released in 2021, which is 3 years from today, right? And this one was released, this 11 Pro was released in 2019, which is 5 years, from today. So imagine getting a phone 5 years from today or 3 years from today. What can it still do for you? I'm going to be comparing both of them, and at the end of my video, I am going to now give a final verdict and tell you which one you should go for. Looking at all the whole specs I'm going to talk about on both of them, okay? So now I'm going to be starting with the design of both of them. The iPhone 13 uses this Corning-made glass for the front and also Corning-made glass for the back, and by the side, it uses aluminum frame or aluminum coating, right? However, for this iPhone 11 Pro, it uses Corning-made glass for the front, and for the back, it uses textured matte glass back, okay? And for the side, it uses this stainless steel finishing or stainless steel frame. So from the design, you see that both of them are actually quite different, right? While this uses this aluminum finishing, this is the stainless steel, okay? And this is the matte glass back. Now, holding both of them on the hand in terms of the design, it feels like if I was to do a drop test, which I definitely I'm not going to do, right? This 13 is going to crack easily because of, the glass finishing, even though it's a Corning-made Gorilla Glass, right? But this feel gives, because it's a matte glass, it feels like it can, resist falling more than this. But, the funny thing here is, while I'm holding this, right, it does not really mean this is what it is, because, this phone has kind of fallen from my hand, and as you can see, it has a crack by the camera side, but this does not have any crack. So far, we've been using that. Both phones were gotten on the same day. Yes. So, can you see the difference? Yeah, now, looking at the, camera, you can see from the design that while this has this 3 camera, which is 11 Pro, this 13 has this diagonal camera, dual camera, right? Okay, and on the front, you can see the camera on both iPhones and also the sensor. Now, another design difference you can notice, this 13 can stand on a table on its own. From a 12 series and above, you can place your iPhone on the table or on a soft flat surface and it's going to stand. But the 11 cannot do that. It needs support, okay? Now, off the battery. So according to Apple, they said this 11 Pro can stay up to 18 hours of video playback, while this one can stay up to 19 hours video playback. As you can see, automatically, this has a longer lasting battery, okay? But even while using both of them, because this 11 Pro was gotten, pre-owned, yes, that is UK use like quality Nigeria, and this was gotten brand new. So I got this one with the battery capacity 79 and this brand new with battery capacity 100. And we all know that the battery capacity, is one important thing we look at when you are getting a phone, because it tells you how long your battery is going to last. When you're getting a used phone, the battery capacity is not going to be 100. Guys, if you see a phone with the battery capacity 100, they've either boosted the battery or they changed the battery. So I created a video where I talked about how you can get the original battery capacity of that phone you want to get if you're getting a used phone. Okay, so do not just go to the setting like people listen and check the battery capacity over there. No, that one can be tampered with. But the video I did is going to show you the real battery capacity, just in case those computer village guys tamper with your phone's battery. Okay, so like I said, this iPhone 13 lasts longer, and due to the fact that you cannot even see this iPhone 11 Pro in the market as a new one, right? And you can still see this iPhone 13, the series, brand new, right? So it has a leverage in terms of this is also going to last way longer. Now, off the performance, so the iPhone 11 Pro has this A13 Bionic chipset, while the iPhone 13 has this A15 Bionic chipset. And the chipset is also what you look at when you're looking at, okay, the performance of an iPhone. So it's going to shock you that the chipset on this iPhone 13 is also what is on the iPhone 14 series here. So you should know that they found this chipset very strong to even still put it on the iPhone 14. They also made just little adjustment, but the same chipset for the 13 and the 14. While this still uses the A13 chipset. But regardless of the chipset and all, I'm going to do a performance test where I open different apps together so that I can see which phone open those apps fastest, because that's also how you can get to know the performance of a phone. So now for the display, this iPhone 13 is a 6.1-inch phone, right? While this is a 5.8-inch phone, okay? They both use Super Retina XDR display, and they also have this HDR display, okay? However, there's still a difference that still makes this display on the iPhone 13 better. But now, when watching a movie or let's say playing game on both of them, you can hardly notice a difference in terms of the display, right? Okay, so apart from what is written down on Apple's website, when we're using both at the same time, you don't really notice a difference. So the display is still very much similar. So now to the camera, this is one of the reasons why most people get an iPhone. They want to snap good pictures and all. So which one takes a better photo? Which iPhone is better taking videos and all? You should know that all the cameras on both phones are all 12MP. Both the three cameras, the selfie camera, the selfie camera on this 13, the dual camera behind it, they are all 12MP. Okay, but which one takes a better photo? Now, there's a feature I like on this 13, right, on this iPhone 13 that would want to make me go for it. If I'm just looking at only camera alone, okay, is the cinematic mode when I'm creating video. But I'm just going to show you a sample on both cameras so that I will just tell you, okay, the one to go for. Okay, so just let me know in the comment section which one takes a better photo, okay? Now for the software updates, the iOS 18 is really out, right? And a lot of amazing updates, AI features and all on the iOS 18. Okay, so which of them will be getting it? Well, both of them will be getting the iOS 18 updates. However, now there are specific features reserved for just the 15 and 16, for the 14 and above, for the 13 and above, 12 and above, 11 and above. So what does this mean? It means that whatever feature that the 11 series from the 11 Pro and above gets, the 13 is going to be definitely getting it. But not all the features on the 13 they can see on the 11. So it means the iPhone 13 is going to be more updated in terms of the iOS updates than the iPhone 11 Pro. So now looking at this from another angle, let's say next year iOS 19 is coming out are we even sure the 11 series is going to be getting it? And by the time watching this video, are you sure this 11 Pro is going to be getting that latest updates, right? So these are not things we should look at, because you're sure that yes, the 12 will definitely get it, and once 12 gets the next updates, the 13 is still getting it. Okay, yes, so this is also more updated. Now another thing here on my list is the resale value. Okay, so now while both phones have a very nice resale value, because that's why I love Apple devices as a whole, they have a very nice resale value. But there's one thing you should note. Let's say now the iPhone 16 is really out. Now what it means is the price of other phones has to drop in the market, because now the demand for iPhone 16 is going to be higher, and that's where we do get our used phone. So for those who wants to get, let's say, iPhone 15 and 16 is out, most people want to swap their 15 for the iPhone 16, and thereby the price of other iPhone reduces. Do you understand? So the value also reduces since the price will also reduce. So what does this mean? Even though tomorrow or next, you can still go and swap any of this phone to a higher version, right? It means this iPhone 13 is still going to have a better resale value. And looking at the fact that you can still get this iPhone 13 in a brand new, and you cannot get it in a brand new. So it means if you get any of this, if you get this one and you want to resell it, you still have a receipt that you bought it brand new, right? And you still can sell it at a higher rate. But because you got this used, and even the battery capacity is going to be, let's say, less than 80, right? And there may be some other things pertaining to it, you get to sell it way less than what you got it for. So can you see the difference in the resale value? Okay, now off to the price, because if you're talking about everything, how much you have to get in a phone right now? I'm going to talk about in Nigerian naira right now, because there are two things that determine the price of iPhones in Nigeria for those in Nigeria or those in third world countries. One is the price of dollar, right? How much is dollar? As I am making this video, dollar is around 1.6, right? Yes. So let's say tomorrow you're watching this video, dollar is 171. It means the price that I gave you is going to be increased. But let's say tomorrow next, dollar is around 1.415, 1.31 to 1,000. It means it will be way more affordable than that. So for this iPhone 13, the price is around from 650 to 750, depending on the SSD, because we have the 256, we have the 512, and we have the 128. Okay, while for this we have from the 400,000 to around 500,000, we have the 64 gig, the 256, and the 512 gig. So you can see the price difference. Let's say around 200,000 naira price difference, right? So now to my final verdict, which I will be going for. Okay, looking at everything I'm going to tell you, it now depends on how much you have for a phone. Because if I tell you to go for the 13, but it's 650,000 for a start, right? That's going for a new one, right? Yes, I have only around 450k for a phone. It means you have to settle for this 11. Now note that both phones are very nice. You saw even the pictures it takes, the videos and all. Both phones is still very good to use. But if I select which one you should go for, then go for this 13. But when you're going for this 13, ensure you go for the one with the higher SSD. Go for the one with 256 gig or 512 gig, because if you go for the one with 128 gig, trust me, before you know it, it's filled up. And once your phone is filled up, you notice that it starts hanging or it starts lagging, thereby reducing the performance of the phone. So in short, whatever phone you're going for, go for a higher SSD. Do not go for the 128 or even the 64 of that phone. Okay, so let me know in the comment section which one you're going to be going for. Are you going for this 11 Pro, which is around 450k, or are you going for this iPhone 13, which is around 650,000? Okay, so on my channel here, I've done a special video on both of them, right? As you can see on the screen. Okay, I also compared this iPhone 11 Pro with the 12 Pro. I've compared this iPhone 13 with the iPhone 12 Pro. I compare a lot of phones. I talk about phones, and if it's what you buy at that year you are watching the video, right? If it's what you buy, so do not forget to click on the subscribe button below and turn on the bell icon, so when I create more videos like that, you'll be the first to get notified. So guys, talking about getting this iPhone 11 used, right? Now I created a video where I talked about things to check when getting a used iPhone, because I told you I got this used for almost a year now. I have been using this iPhone, and everything has been working perfectly well for me, right? So, and because I checked those things, I created a video for you guys. I did not regret it. So you go and watch that video also if you want to get any used device. Okay, I will talk about a MacBook over there if you want to get a used MacBook. So go and check out that video, okay? So guys, I will see you in my next video as we talk about gadget and everything surrounding your device, okay? See you.